Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Facebook. How you guys doing? How you doing? Let me shift this a little bit. Hello, Facebook here. How you doing? As usual, I'm on 2 platforms. Let me see if I will catch some people this evening. I have been busy since morning. Like in line with what I'm talking about today, managing my stress levels. So I wanted to come online earlier, but I couldn't make it, so I had to tell myself, oh girl, don't work yourself, not really working myself up now. I cannot go speak bad English. Don't overwork yourself. That is my motto, mantra for this year going forward. How is everyone who is online? Let's discuss. How do you manage your stress levels? You know, in this age, if you don't watch it, your stress level is going to be high up there without you knowing it. Without you knowing it, that's how people just collapse, just faint. Without you knowing it, your stress level can be very, very high. So, you know, technology has made a lot of things simple. You're cooking, a lot of things. Those days, our grandmas, they use firewood, right? Now, washing machine, everything it looks simple. So you might be tempted to gather a lot on your plate without knowing that you need to take it easy. You need to take it slow. So are you managing your stress level? And how do you manage that? If you're watching me live, sorry, I'm on 2 platforms. If you're watching this when I drop it, I'm on 2 platforms. So if I don't make eye contact, if I'm making eye contact here, it's not possible for me to make eye contact here. So I have to also manage my stress level. Like I said, so how do you manage your stress level? A lot of things are taking our attention now these days, especially if you're a young parent. Your kids are there. No more the days of you just have them so many, maybe send them out to go serve others, or just send them to farm, you know, those kind of things. So now you have to put in a lot of work. You take them to school or take them to school bus. You might need to prepare their meals to take to school, you know, stuff like that. A lot of things are taking our attention. It might look like, oh, you're driving or you're doing stuff, but you need to really, really watch your stress level. So it boils down to finances. Sometimes it boils down to finances. Because we have to also look for ways to make money to cater for our families, all right? So we'll find out that we're not able to juggle all these things competing for our attention, and we wear ourselves out. We wear ourselves out so much. You're not able to leverage on the technology you have to make life simple for you. Rather, everything is just becoming a burden to you. So what are you doing to make sure that you are not overstressing yourself? How do you manage your stress level so that you don't go into fatigue, into depression, even the other things that these days you have trolls, you have people that maybe just throw bad words at you. You have education that never ends, especially for Africans. Education never ends for us. You keep schooling, you keep adding this degree, you keep adding this certification, you just keep going at it. Then inflation has come. Oh, like in Nigeria now, they have removed fuel subsidy. It's going to impact on everything. Where I am in the West here, we have been suffering inflation all the while. It didn't start now, right from COVID, war in Ukraine. So it has been there. So when they even say, if I convert what I buy gas, fuel, petrol here, it's over $800 per liter, 800 naira per liter. If you convert it, it's about, you know, when you convert it, it's about almost $900 per, sorry, not dollar, 900 naira per liter. So, and that is the way things have been expensive in the stores too. Things, groceries, food items, a lot of things are expensive, very expensive. And other, here when they increase interest rate, other services you use. That's how everything just keep increasing. Insurance, everything just keep increasing. Mortgage rates, everything. So it has been choking us too. But you know, people feel, oh, because maybe you're abroad, it's life is easy. No, it's not. So you need to, in fact, that's why here is, I think it's even harder here, because you have to take care of your child yourself. Like, you don't have child care like that, except you are super rich, right? You don't have cheap labor. You don't have relatives that could help you and help you out and everything. When I was in Lagos, I could gather people. I could give somebody just 5,000 naira, and the person can come clean all my house, you know, from top to bottom, and the person will even be thanking me, you know. But you can't do that here. If you they charge you hourly. If you want to do that here, you pay hourly. You pay. You might be paying more than what you earn. So what are you doing? Are you conscious about making sure you manage your stress level? Because if you don't check it, it's going to really weigh you down, impact on what you are doing. So I want to give you some tips about how to manage and check your stress levels, especially for women. I talk for women, and for men also. Men will also benefit, because they might not have the physical stress like we do, like in childbirth and all that, but they also have their own emotional and stress. That's why some of them go and try to probably drink, smoke, all those kind of things, and it's not what will help you. You need to be healthy. You need to eat healthy. Number one, I would say, is be conscious that there's going to be stress, or there's going to be increased stress. I don't know. This is not. There's going to be increased stress. I think I have to do this way. There's going to be increased stress. No matter how you look at it, there's going to be increased stress as you grow older. As more responsibilities come to you, there's going to be definitely be increased stress. So it's something, if you know there's a problem, then you know how to solve it. If you know that there's a challenge, there's something you need to work on, then you know how to handle it, right? So you can't use, like me, I write down a lot of things. I write down my daily goal, my daily plan. But you don't need to buy a book for it. You can use maybe any old jotter you have, or even a sheet of paper. Or if you like, for me, I buy yearly diary. I just use my diary, construct something that works for me, and write those things down. So the things that, anytime you get angry or anytime something stresses you, you might need to put it down. So what are my stress triggers? What are the things that trigger me? What are the things that, you know, that gets me agitated or gets me to that level where I get stressed? You might need to write those things down and work on them, because someone that knows you very well too might be pushing those triggers. You might not know. Somebody that is close to you, or somebody that just wants to just be petty with you, might be pushing those triggers. So those are things that you shouldn't even be adding to your life, because you have things you are working at. You have your goals. So you shouldn't even allow any extra triggers on your life. Okay, so write down the things you need to do daily, the things you can write. This New Year resolution works. People say people abandon it. It works. Sometimes it's registered in our head. We'll just continue with it. So you can write down your yearly, if you call it New Year resolution, your yearly plans. You can break them down into monthly goals. For me, every month I look at what I've done, what I've been able to achieve, I'm done with these ones. I push them, I cross them out, I write them as testimonies. Those are the things that makes me remain grateful to God, right? So I check mark them as testimonies. I write them down every month. Okay, these are things I've been able to do this month. I write them as testimonies. For me as a Christian, that's what I do, and that's what makes me remain grounded and remain grateful to God. Of course, I might not. It's hard for you to achieve all the things you want to do in a year or in a month. There are some things that, in and out. Some of them, some of them that you didn't even expect to do. You can just pop up and you do them. Those ones are additions. So you always do checks and balances, and modify, add and remove. You know, some of them have been overtaken by events too. Then you might not need them again. Just, you know how to do that. But accountability is very, very important. So know that you have to watch your stress level. That's how people get high blood pressure without knowing it. You know, so you need to watch your stress. You need to know that you need to watch your stress level. So know that it's important for you to check it. Then write things down, things you need to do, because by the time you have your head wired like a cobweb, your brain wired like a cobweb, you keep forgetting, what is it that I'm supposed to do? What is it I'm supposed to do today? I'm supposed to call this person. I'm supposed to send this thing here and there. I'm supposed to, oh, my child's school called for a meeting. If you don't put them down, your brain might be operating like a cobweb, and you're not able to remember, and those things gives you stress. But when you write them down, sometimes some mails I receive, I write it down. I write the person that sent the mail. So if I have to go back to it, I might search with the person's name, because sometimes I might have forgotten the person that sent the mail. I might search with the person's name then and write it in my diary, or sometimes your phone, if you use your phone, if you have such reminders. But have something an organizer that helps you organize your time with your schedule, with your plans, with whatever you are doing. If you're a market woman, you're selling a market, I need to go buy this for Mama Nkechi, I need to go buy this for Mama Oka, for those kind of things. You need to, so far you can read and write. Writing things down will help you organize all the wire in your brain. Okay, so number one, you need to know, you need to manage the stress levels, then write things down. If you want to, be accountable to the things you have done, you've been able to achieve, it's also good to write them down when you do them, so that it will also help you to be grateful. You know, because it's not really by power in this life that we do the things we do. Okay, so also in the comment section, help me know how you manage your stress level, or if you agree with what I'm saying, or if you have other ways you manage your stress level. We all can learn from one another. Okay, yes. Then the things, apart from writing down the things you need to do and the things you've done, I also say you need to write down the things that get you stressed. That's how you even monitor your children, allergies and all that. If you find out that every time this happens, I get stressed, I get worked up, I get agitated, you need to write it and check it. If it happens repeatedly, then you need to work on that. Either you know how to manage that condition or that situation, or you know how to move around it and make sure that those things don't stress you anymore. Because if you notice, there are some things that used to bother you few years back. Like when you were a child, if somebody takes your biscuit, your pencil, your pen, you might get agitated. But now you even do want to give out, you know, you don't care, like those kind of things. So you need to know how to manage that situation, work around it, and make sure that they don't stress you anymore. Okay, because it is really for you. You need to be in this life long enough to even enjoy all the things you've labored for. All right, so those are 3 things you should be writing down. Things you need to do at any point. You write yearly, monthly, daily, right? And cross them out. Then things that you've done. For me, I write them as testimonies, things you've done. Then what are your stressors? You need to know your stressors and your triggers. What is it that triggers you to get to a point, a level, or a mood you don't like? So you need to watch those things. Okay, then you need to have accountability partner. If you're married, it could be your spouse, it could be a good friend, but you need to know who you're opening up to. It could be a mentor, you know, that is checking what you're doing. So you need to know, you need to have an accountability partner, someone that pushes you, wants you to be better than you are today, because whatever level you are, you can be better. Someone that pushes you to say, oh, no, you've not done this well, you need to do this. Somebody that looks at your work and critique it. This morning, I have a friend of mine that, you know, looked out for me and came to to my inbox. I think I acknowledged him on my personal page. Julius Ekoba, thank you so much. He's an Edo guy. I think Edo guys are brave people, just like Igbo guys. So he came to me and talked about something. He didn't just go behind and say, Lawo, look at, He said, that's a brave thing. So I explained to him what happened and he understood what happened. So I have such people. Such people, those are the people that are truly your friends. Not somebody that will say, the friend you have is not someone that agrees with everything you do at any time. No. Or your spouse, they will not, someone that looks out for you will not always agree with. You can have different opinions, but you disagree to agree. I have this opinion about this. It's not fight. The person is there to critique you, not to judge you. Do you understand? There are two different things. Even sometimes you might even have a disagreement with somebody. Like they said, you need to find out. There's this popular saying people push out there. When somebody is having a bad day, the person might even get angry with you. Then, but when somebody has a bad mind, the person is monitoring what you are doing and looking for how to drag you down behind you. You should check those two situations and those two kinds of people. For example, I read this somewhere too, and I agree with it. I already have it in mind before now too. If you're a Christian, you know the story of Jesus, Judas, and Peter. Peter was a good person, a good friend, a lover of Jesus. True lover of his, and once is good. But he was having a bad day. He denied Jesus, and he came to his senses. But he didn't sell Jesus out. He didn't sell him out. It's not a sellout. He didn't betray him. But Judas had a bad mind. He had a bad mind for Jesus. He sold him out. He knew that these people want to kill him. These people want to delete him. He sold him out to those people and sat back to watch. He came to kiss him a kiss of death. The one I kiss is the one. Take him and go and slaughter him. You need to be careful. You need to be careful and watch out people's actions towards you. So that somebody disagrees with you, that's not a problem. But why and how? And is the person disagreeing with you in your presence? If you disagree with somebody, tell the person, oh, I don't agree with this thing you're saying. Not to. You can laugh with the person, but behind. You know the way the duck works. They say duck on the surface, if he's moving on the water, he's moving as if there's nothing happening, but under he's paddling so hard. Be very careful. Or snakes. You know, snakes, they are very subtle. They just come. And when they come with the venom. Or you have crocodiles. They just hide in the water. As if nothing is happening. They are there to attack you and finish you. Once they have the opportunity, they want to even do it and swallow you up, and so that nobody might even know what is going on. So you need to watch out for such people. So if you need to have an accountability partner. You can't do this life alone, but you need to do it with good people that have your interest at heart. You need to do it with people that have your interest at heart, not anyone that does not want your good or is competing with you or looking for how to pull you down behind you. If you're an adult, you should know how to sense that. If you don't know how to sense that, send me a DM. I can have a one-on-one session with you. If you're confused about something, send me a DM. That's why I'm here. That's one of the things why I'm on social media. Okay, so you need to have an accountability partner, someone that is looking out for you, critiquing you, finding out if you are doing something right or wrong, and telling you, not telling others. Or, these people I'm talking about, these snacks I'm talking about, they tell every other person what you are doing wrong, but they are not telling you what they feel you are doing wrong. But they're just looking for what is the fault. They're looking for what is it that this person is doing wrong, but they are not telling you. Do you understand? And you begin to wonder why are you monitoring my life? Why? What? Like example. Some of them can appear to be very friendly to you. Thank you, Thomas. Yes, what did he say? Say Thank you for this topic. The importance of stress management cannot be overlooked. Stress not properly managed has so many negative effects. Exactly. It has so many negative effects. That's how people get blood pressure, high blood pressure, get all kinds of diseases, right? Oh God, I want to like this, your comment. Thank you so much. I'm not able to comment now. I'm still under Facebook ban, but thank you so much. Stress management. And this time and age, if you don't watch it, you might think you are doing okay. You are strong. Remember, maybe you are a youth, you are strong, you're walking about, you're able to, ginger yourself every day. You're working 7 days a week, everything. You need to, some people tell you, I don't go to the hospital, I don't fall sick. That's not a good thing, no. You need to check yourself. So you need to manage your stress. You need to make sure that you are happy. You are doing things that make you happy. If dancing makes you happy, go and dance. That's why this quote, they say, bring her, let us kill her. Say, some of us are saying, no, leave her alone. If dancing makes her happy, that's up to her, right? She has not offended anyone. And dancing, if you look at her tummy, we are struggling to see how we can push our tummy in. She look at her tummy, she's very flat and all that. Dancing, if I'm able to even dance like that, but some people say, dress. A lot of girls are dressing like that these days. That's why I say, wait for your own children to grow first. Make we even see your children, your grandchildren, your daughters, your granddaughters. You don't know how they will dress tomorrow. A lot of people are dressing like that now. A lot. This generation. So let us not do selective criticism and say, bring one person, let us slaughter. Because one man has come out to say, oh, slaughter her. If the person he's going out with is also dressing like that. So it's not really in my place. I don't want to dress like that. Me, I will be ashamed of I will be shy to dress like that. But I'm not, I can't say that God hates her and love me. No. Her relationship with her God is her God. So make sure that you do things that make you happy. If you love to read, some people love to read, then continue reading, read. If you love to go to, so far you are not endangering another person's life. You are not committing sin against the law. Because if you commit sin against the society, the government will come after you. So you're not even hurting anyone. All these people that go and destroy people's families, I think they're even causing more harm to the society than people that want to dress however they want to dress. It's not my business, but that's not the essence of this podcast. So what I'm here to say is, make sure you manage your stress levels. I've talked about, if you just join in, maybe when I drop the video, try and watch it, please, and let us know how you also manage your stress level. Give us some tips. Write things down. Be conscious of, be conscious of the fact that you need to watch your stress level. Because if you don't watch it, you don't know where it will take. If it carry you go where you don't know. That's how some people, oh, this person know they're sick. Or just somebody more like that, just collapsed. It just went to bed. It didn't wake up. Yes, things happen. People can also watch everything. Things happen, but at least on your own, make sure you take care of your body. Watch your stress level. Sometimes you might be stressed to a point that it just comes suddenly. The blood pressure or whatever it is comes suddenly. So watch out. And how do you know that you are stressed? Sometimes people sweat when even under AC they are sweating. You might think, oh, it's maybe you are a bit busy. Sometimes people are not happy with themselves. They're agitated and they can't speak up. Another thing your accountability partner can do for you is somebody you can vent to. Sometimes people will say, oh, be civil, this and that. Sometimes, most times, especially for women, speaking up. Speak up. If you are under pressure, if you're under stress, speak up. For me, when I speak out, when I write, that's why I write long epistles. When I write, I unburden whatever that is in my mind. And I leave it there. I don't go back to it though. And that releases my stress at that point. But how will I don't know how people are able to manage. They keep things in their mind. Is it not going to decay in your mind? Is it not going to decay in your mind? That's what I'm looking at though. Like when even psychologists advises us to, sometimes they say, oh, go to the wall and talk to the wall and all those kind of things. So For me, I speak out, I write, you know, when I see things happen, I write about it. I see somebody doing something that is not good, I write to the person or something, and that ends it. I sort out myself. I go home and sleep. That's why I sleep easily. I sleep easily. I'm able to manage my stress like that. Okay, so then the fourth thing I want to talk about is checking how this, because you're looking for money, right? In this world, you have to look for money to pay your bills and everything. How are you making your money? The source of, like, these people that push truck pushers, and you know, those kind, they are always stressed, and most times it's hard for them to really do that work and grow old with it. So how are you making money? Maybe some of them are not educated. Maybe that's why they're not able to look out for other ways to make money. But you that is on Facebook, at least you know how to read and write. What are your gifts? The Bible tells us that the man's gifts make way for him. So it's not a gift you give to other people. Gifts are things that God has deposited in you that you do better than most people. So it makes way for you. How do you utilize that your gift to look for ways to make money? Probably in a better atmosphere, in better environment, and in an easier way. Some people use this social media you see like this to make good money. Good money, right? Some people are doing it. But everybody must not come and face camera or do skits or do acting, or, you know, people these days, even when people create controversy about their lives, people are there bashing them. It's cheap money. If that is what is going for them, for me, I'm not against it. They say Yul and Judy Austin. People are insulting them. Let them use it and make money now. I'm not against it. The one I will be against is if tomorrow I hear say they go struggle for house with me, and here I will say, oh boy, you know, do that one well. You know, so if that is, people are insulting them, they utilize the situation and create controversy, gather views. Facebook who paid them, and their life continues, right? So there are some things you do better than others. Some people know how to do knit, maybe some crafts, like some baskets, some things. I know when we are growing up, I knew of a blind settlement. I think somewhere in Uzuakolo. So they are blind, but if you see the basket they do, hey, if you have 10 eyes, you cannot even do that kind of basket. People go there and pay heavily, and they sing their song there because their situation they can't see anymore. So they utilize that situation. They're sitting at a place, just use their hands. You have 10 eyes, you can't do the basket these people do. They just sing their song and they are happy. They know that they can't. There are some situations you can't change about yourself. You have to make yourself, look for ways to make yourself happy in it. Right? People be wondering, why is this one easy? But there's something, they can't reverse that, their blindness. They decide to, okay, worship their God and do their thing and do their craft and making money out of it. Most of them live very, very long, like long number of years, right? Some of them are gifted in singing. I think there's one of them too. I remember I became a very good, good music minister. Some of them do a lot of things. So that's one part of your life, maybe unfortunately something happens. Some people that are crippled or something, those lepers homes too, they don't even have hands, but they do some things with their other parts of their body. So not to talk of you that you have your eyes, you have every of your senses. So you shouldn't be complaining that, oh, the country is this, the country is that. Look for around you, what can you do to make this money in a less stressful manner? And you are also able to reduce your stress than probably you're working 24 hours in a day. You're working for 10 hours out of that 24 hours. Just work, or just at work, or even 12 hours, 14 hours. You're working. So what if you collapse there? Like, seriously? So for me, I do an online business. So let me just chip in this here. If you come across this video, or you have relations that live in the US, Canada, Australia, UK, and all of Europe, right? Asia, and they want to find out how they could manage their home and have more time for their family and still make money online. It's not content creating. You don't need to come out like I'm coming out. Just that I also do this. I also do this. I run my YouTube. And my YouTube channel is on this live. Please try and go to visit my YouTube. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and love my videos. If you like the videos you see there. So they can reach out to me in these countries, all these continents, the Caribbeans. I can show them how to leverage the power of the internet to make more money than whatever they are doing now. I can assure them of that. So that is my own way of managing my stress level than going every morning. I rush out to drop off my child. I come back, I go, and like it was beginning to get to me so much. So I found out this opportunity and it's working for me. So anywhere you are, you can do things that will really, really work for you and not stressing yourself so much. All right? To go, go grind and grind and grind and grind and grind. So apart from having that accountability partner and writing your things down, you need to look for better ways to beat the inflation, because inflation is worldwide now. This inflation that, things are expensive in the market. No, you cannot continue to earn the same amount of money and expect to beat this inflation. It's not possible. And those things will be giving you stress. It will be giving you more stress, right? It will give you more stress. So you need to find out the gifts you have. How are you going to leverage on that and work smarter rather than working so hard, and work smarter and make more money to be able to sort out your bills? Because when you sort out your bills, you have less stress in your life. Okay? So remaining on the same level can stress you out. You're earning the same thing. You're earning the same thing and the bills are more. Okay, Thomas, he said, on doing what you love, you see this watching football it has. Yes, what you love doing, do it. If you love football, people win, but don't let, if your team, the team you are supporting, if they lose, don't let it stress you out too. Don't attach yourself, because I've seen in football, so many people attach themselves to their teams that when they lose, they even go and shoot people, they go and use their cars and run over people and those kind of things. So you need to be careful too. And don't let your emotions get in the way. So he said, on doing that you love, you see this watching football, it has saved many people, especially from stress that would have. Yeah, I agree with you, but don't let it do this thing for you. Don't let it emotions get in the way, okay? I agree with you. So anything you can do they call it extracurricular activities, right? So some people, you see some adults, they are maybe CEOs of their companies, they are doing well, but they play football. They even pay to go and play. I know people hear that. Some guys hear that they go and pay their club to play just for novelty's sake, just for recreational activities. They love it. They go and play. So most Saturdays they play. They have their money to go play. Some people go and play golf, join clubs and all that. Those are things that make them and keep them going. The Caucasians are good in that. Things that would improve their lives, they don't play with it. They don't joke with it, So then the fifth one I'm going to say, and this will be my last point, will be you need to believe, hold on to your beliefs, hold on to your values. For me, I'm a Christian. I believe in doing the right thing. I believe in Jesus Christ. I believe in God Almighty. I believe the Holy Spirit. I believe God is the one that is the ultimate. I worship him in truth and in spirit, right? I attend my church, right? And I pray to God to help me out. I believe without his help, I can't do anything. So I know that he's watching over me. So I believe I take my journey with God seriously. Not journey with church or journey with pastor or journey with another person that will tell you, interpret the Bible for you. I have my Bible in my hands. I read, I acknowledge God speaks to me. Sometimes through dreams, sometimes through, direct communication. I communicate to my God every time, all right? So if you believe in whatever you believe in, hold on to it. You need to have values. You don't need to fall for everything. Anything you see, you just fall for it. Anything goes. You should have your personal values. Don't envy people. You don't need to envy anybody because everybody has their own parts, you know. Don't compete. Don't compare your life with another person's life. That's why some of us are saying this chef that just came up, somebody is doing something, you too, you want to go and do. No, have your own parts. Run your own race. Everybody have their own scripts God has given them. So you don't need to play another person's game. You don't need to behave like another person should not be controlling you too. Right? If you're married, you have a spouse, you can reach a compromise between you and your spouse. Like I saw a post somebody wrote and said, oh, some women, before they cut their hair, they go and take permission for their husband. What did they even do? That blah blah blah. I can't comment, but I can tell you that if you have a spouse, why do you have that partnership? It's not taking permission. If your husband too goes to just go and get tattoo before, they didn't even tell you, you too will not be happy. So it's not about taking permission. It's that accountability partner we're talking about. You need to run things through your husband. It's not really about master-slave relationship. If we are having a good marriage, you run things through your husband. He too runs things through you, right? So it's not a big deal. It's just to respect the other person and get feedback. Okay, what do you think? It's not as if the person is going to take the final decision and say, oh, you will not do it, this and that. No, it's not a master-slave relationship. All right, so you can say, okay, I don't like you on this, or so when you people love yourselves, right, it's not supposed to be a big deal. So what you believe in, hold on to what you believe in, have values, but of course, if you're married to somebody, both of you should have same values. You should have values and raising your children to respect people, to honor people, to be hardworking, believe in integrity, speak the truth always. Not behind. They say something before they say another thing. No, you don't raise. For me, it's not a value I have. It's not something I'm also raising my children by or with. So what you believe in, have your values, maintain those values, and don't fall for everything. Have your own say, have your own truth, live your truth, have your own, have integrity. And don't compete or compare your life with another person. You don't know what their life is about, right? So you have your own race to run. You have your own timing about things. You have things that work for you. Just live your life and be happy, okay? So if you do these things and other things you could add to your own life, you find out that your stress level will be managed. You don't overstress yourself. You live a happy life. You live a comfortable life. You glow naturally. You don't need to go to bleach your skin, to change your body makeup. You be comfortable in your skin, right? If you want to make up, let it be that, okay, I want to do this. Not that, oh, you are not confident, or somebody can just throw something at you, just shake. No, that's how you become wholesome in yourself. You are wholesome. You also raise wholesome kids, confident, wholesome kids. Some people might say, oh, you're arrogant. No, you're not arrogant. You're just wholesome. You're confident in yourself. You know what you believe in. You know what is right. You know what you stand for. And your stress level, when you go home, you sleep. Have a sleep like a baby. So with these points of mine, I hope I've been able to convince you and not confuse you that you need to manage your stress level. The technology you have, leverage on it. Leverage on the power of the internet if you can. Then lastly, to also repeat what I said before, if you live in the Western countries, and you want to know how to make money, good money while working from home, please DM me. I will show you something. If you like it, you could join it and utilize it for yourself too, and don't overwork yourself. Then nobody is there's no obligation. We are not forcing anyone to do this, okay? All right, so have yourself a great one, and thank you for joining. For those that joined, and I will need to see your contribution in my comment section. And until I come your way again, have a great one. Bye.